This your boy Jerry Speech. Right now I want to talk to you guys about The Flash. This is an update to one of my previous videos a couple weeks ago where I said who I think Savitar is. And I realized, how misconstrued I was when I was making that theory. I was only looking at one focal point. One of you guys that commented, and I have to give a big shout out to C. Sanders for pointing this out because I really didn't realize it. It was actually supposed to go within the theory video, but I completely forgot about it as I was talking. Where he mentioned a lot of people, and he's right on this. I'm gonna give you credit to that too, C. Sanders, because you deserve it, bro. He mentioned that a lot of people always forget that Savitar is the first person that was ever granted speed, not because of the particle accelerator explosion, but because of the mystical stone known as the Philosopher's Stone. And as we all remember, he's that guy that we saw holding up the stone, really buff guy, and all of a sudden it's like his armor manifested from the stone to his liking, from the TV show. Now again, Savitar's source of power comes from that stone, not the accelerator explosion, not any of that. And I think that's what makes Savitar so cool as a villain, because it's non-conventional, it's innovative, it's unique. It's an alternative to how the other species got theirs. Sure, Edgar Claris got his from Savitar, and Waddy's got his speed from Savitar. Speaking of which, if you didn't see my video yesterday where I was talking about the Once and Future Flash, Season 3, Episode 19, the trailer, I broke that down, and I'll leave a link to that in the description box below when I finish this video. But that's what I was saying. C. Sanders, man, you really hit me on the head, man. I'm going to give you props for that. Because, like you said, a lot of people will talk about who they think Savitar is, but leave out his origin, and how he got his power. Now, as I said in the comments, Savitar will really own me. He's the first person ever granted speed. That's why in the show he called himself the guy of speed, first man ever. And even Jay Garrick mentioned hearing stories of Savitar and his source of power, the relic known as this Philosopher's Stone. Now, if you remember the episode in the season, early on in the season, Cisco didn't even know what the hell it was. Cisco couldn't even track Savitar with his vibes because he was so fast. That's the power of the first man ever granted speed. As we also know as well, Julian went on an expedition. He paid his college tuition for this expedition to Egypt to find the Philosopher's Stone because he read about it. Again, it's an ancient relic. Then also you notice that Barry read every single last book on ancient Egyptian philosophy and things of that nature in history, and he still couldn't find anything on the Philosopher's Stone. And again, it's really interesting, and I think that's what I like Savitar about, and that's why I really cannot wait until his identity is revealed. Coming up next couple of weeks, I really cannot wait for that. Again, the origin of his source of power, of course. The first guy granted speed. That's why he calls himself the guy of speed. And even Barry himself said that his speed is unimaginable. It's on another level, because even the Flash himself said his speed looked like a blur. You couldn't really see it. Now, a lot of people have speculated a lot of times that, okay, maybe it's HR that's controlling them because of that facial recognition tech software that his partner Randolph Morgan created. A lot of people said that it's Randolph Morgan. A lot of people, even I've said that it was Hartley, big mistake, but a nice little try. Even people say that it could be Eddie because he had a life with Iris until Barry messed that all up. And in terms of other theories, I even heard some people think that it was actually Jay Garrick, which is a little strange. It make a lot of sense. Well, a little bit, tiny, a little bit. But I don't think it's Jay Garrick. Because we don't really know much about Jay Garrick. Other than the fact that he's the Earth 3 Flash, and he's the doppelganger of Henry Allen, Barry's father, on the show. And so, I guess you could scrap that idea. Eddie is a pretty good, strong candidate still. Randolph Morgan could be there too, because we have yet to see this guy, And then in the trailer as well, you see him. Not him, but you see the future Barry, emo Barry, as people were starting to call him. I think he's a live action Sasuke Uchiha with that hair he's got rocking. And you see Barry, the past Barry, telling his future self. He said, "Man, there's 10 ways we can stop them together." Then you see him visiting Wally. Wally's pretty much in a wheelchair, possibly because like I mentioned in my video yesterday, Savitar either sucked the power away from him, which he took away his ability to use his legs, or he probably broke his back somehow, severed one of his vertebrae, which is really fucked up. He probably stabbed him right through, with that little blade he has. It was like Wolverine's middle finger claw. Who knows? But anyway, see, Sanders, man, you really hit the nail on the head. I still believe that maybe, possibly, that Savitar possibly could be Eddie, or maybe somebody that we just completely fucking forgot on the Flash. We've probably seen him multiple times, but we never considered him to be Savitar. I don't know what to think at this point. I'm just looking forward to the show and the episode and see who he actually is. Everybody's hinted at it. From seeing Cisco, in the future after Iris died, from seeing Killer Frost emerge looking bad as hell, and then seeing the paralyzed Wally West. And one thing I will mention too is we have not seen Joe, and I think after his baby girl died, Iris, he just like any parent just lost a huge part of himself. He probably just died from a heartbreak. Who knows? I'm looking forward to smash that too as to where is Joe. Yeah, but see, Sanders, man, again, big ups to you, man. Thanks for opening my mind right there, bro. Big up. This video's for you, man, and for the people that just thought that my theory video fucking sucked. So really, here's what I think. After reliving his origin, first man granted speed by the Philosopher's Stone, the fastest ever. And I also just want to say, before I continue with the origin, okay, so he granted speed from the Philosopher's Stone. He's his own being. He has an intense disdain for Barry. He's lived all the present events, so he knows about the future. So Abracadabra wouldn't give him up. No one would snitch and give him up who he is. And so these 4 things right here, man, are something. And I guess we'll have to wait till the episode airs to figure it out. Like I said, a lot's just gonna happen, man, and I look forward to it, man. I really do. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna mention before. Okay, anyway, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel. Comment what you guys think about this video, your theory. Like, what is your theory? Who do you think Savitar is, or what do you guys think is gonna happen on the new episode? And that airs in a couple weeks. Let me know in the comment section below, man. I love you guys.